Hi everyone, my name is Chanel and I'm going to taste the Steenberg Lady R Method Cup Classique with you today. Firstly, a Method Cup Classique, or MCC for short, means the classic method of the Cape, where the sparkling wines are made in the traditional method, which is the same method which is used in Champagne in France. Steenberg Lady R is our flagship Cup Classique and is a blend of 70% Pinot Noir and 30% Chardonnay. Why is it called Lady R, you ask? Well, it is named after our founder Katerina Russ, or Lady Russ, or Lady R as she was known. If you are a loyal Steenberg fan, you will know all about Katerina and her life. But if not, don't worry, because I'm going to tell you all about her. Katerina was originally from Germany, and she came to the Cape as a 22-year-old widow in the year 1662. The Cape in those days was still a wild place to live, but Katerina had the courage of many women and arrived in the Cape by ship after a 5-month-long voyage. Katerina wasted no time in finding herself a husband, as in those days a woman did not have the same rights as men, or hardly any rights at all. Katerina found herself an eligible bachelor who owned a farm along the Liesbeek River in Rondebosch. Katerina's good fortune ended then, unfortunately, as her newly acquired husband was mauled to death by a lion, her next husband stabbed to death in a battle, and her next trampled to death by an elephant. Her fortune changed after the death of her fourth husband. Having no one to look after her and a steadily growing number of children to feed, Katerina approached the soon-to-be governor of the Cape, Simon van der Stel, for an opportunity to lease a piece of land. In 1682, a lease was drawn up and Steenberg was founded as the first registered farm in South Africa. Its name was then Swaneveda, which means feeding place of the swans. Katerina planted a variety of different crops, with her fresh cabbages and radishes receiving particular praise. In 1688, Katerina purchased the land from Simon van der Stel, and she became the first female landowner in South Africa. So in honor of Katerina's pioneering spirit, we created this Cup Classique. In terms of how we made the wine itself, the grapes were hand-picked at low sugar levels of 18.5 to 19 degree Ballon and whole bunch pressed to extract the juice as gently as possible. Once the base wine was stabilized, it was fermented a second time in the bottle with a crown cap. This second fermentation creates the bubbles or mousse of the Cup Classique. Post-fermentation, the Lady R spent 15 months on the lees after riddling and disgorgement. The Lady R is an opulent bubbly with a pale copper hue. Aromatically, this wine shows hints of red apple skin, desiccated coconut, raspberry pie, citrus biscuits, and savory dried herbs. The creaminess on the palate is complemented by the subtle and refreshing acidity of the wine. On the palate, you'll find restrained pear and cinnamon spiciness. Lady R's effervescence shows finesse with elegantly fine bubbles that contribute to the overall texture of the wine. It is seriously structured and shows elegance and beautiful aging ability. Cheers to you, and cheers to Katerina.